Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first ever LinkedIn Live series. This is a leadership series that we are kicking off today, and we're really excited to be doing this. I'm joined today by my new co-host, and some of you probably haven't seen her yet, Meredith. She's new to the organization, and we're super excited to have her here. And we're also joined by Neely Whistler, who's going to be our guest today on this series. Really looking forward to it and getting into this. But first, my name is Kellen Crow. I'm the Global Brand and Communications Manager. Been here for about 3.5 years now, and really excited to be hosting and co-hosting this with my new colleague on the comms team, Meredith. So Meredith, why don't I kick it over to you, give a quick intro, and then we will kick off this new series.
Sure. Thanks, Kellen. So hi, everybody. I'm Meredith. I am a digital marketing specialist here at Percepta. I've only been on the team, joined about 1 month ago. I'm coming from Houston, Texas. And I'm so excited to be here and to join this leadership series. And thanks, Kellen.
Yeah, no problem. So just for those folks that haven't followed us along a lot or are just starting to follow us or maybe are interested in looking at Percepta, just a very quick overview of who we are. Percepta, we were brought together in the BPO space to kind of bridge the gap between customer service and our one of our larger clients. And we are here today to kind of talk about who we are, what we do. And we're really happy to be joined by Neely, who just so happens to be mine and Meredith's boss here today. So welcome, Neely, to the show. We're happy to have you. Why don't you give a very quick intro of who you are and your kind of your role and what you do here?
I'm happy to do that. And of course, my doorbell just rang. So I hope that y'all can't hear my dog barking. I'm just going to proceed here. But my name is Neely Whistler, and I am part of the human capital organization here at Percepta. I'm the Global Director of Talent Management and Organizational Development. That is a combination of employee communications, working with this brilliant team and Chris. It's also our talent acquisition team. We have about 25 members of that team. And then, of course, our organizational development team doing all kinds of cool leadership, enterprise training, engagement, really cool stuff in that space.
Awesome. Yeah. You have quite the team, that's for sure. Definitely kind of all parts of the employee experience. Neely, why don't you talk to us a little bit about maybe 2 or 3 things that you guys, your teams are working on this year?
Yeah. So, I mean, there's so many things. So instead of maybe doing like 2 really specific things, we had a leadership symposium several months ago, and it was sort of organized around the 6 C's. And so when I think about the things within our team that we're maybe focusing on more right now, it's projects and initiatives around career, whether we're featuring internal mobility and really celebrating people who've been here for a long time and have had sort of a unique pathway, how we're recognizing people that are new to the organization all the way to career programs. I can't get into too much of that because it's not finalized, but there's some really cool stuff going on there. The other area is Captivate. So how we captivate prospects, people who are learning about Percepta for the first time, people who are new to the organization. How do we keep our employees captivated when they've been here for a year or 10 years? And again, there's just lots of things in those spaces. And then the final one is something I work on a lot with you guys. It's just communication. So we've all been at home the last 2 years. I think we've done a really good job of kind of making things work. But we're really starting to tap into new tools and bringing new expertise into the organization that will really enhance communication as some of us remain remote and some of us go back to the site. So those are 3 areas that I think we're really focused on right now.
Yeah, that's really, really great. And, specifically the one that you talked about was the one that's in my house is communication. And it's been a learning process for all of us, figuring out how to all of a sudden do everything digital. And then now all of a sudden we're trying to go back and figure out a little hybrid. So it's definitely been interesting and we're keeping us on our toes.
So Neely, quick question for you here. How would you explain your team's vision or mission, and how is that important to the organization?
So, I mean, I've I've been on lots of live events before, so this probably isn't new to hear from me, but our team is really all about the employee experience, how the employee experience drives the customer experience. It's important to the organization because we're a people company. We have a lot of talented folks. They support different brands out there, but at the end of the day, it's all about finding the right people, making sure that they are engaged, they like being here at Percepta. And so we're always looking for our view on everything is, from their experience. And I think really going beyond even the professional roles to thinking about, 80% of our employees are call center agents, and people who are not in easy jobs, necessarily all the time. And so really putting them at the forefront of the decisions that we're making. So, yeah.
I really felt that just being here for 1 month, felt so welcome, a part of the team already. And so when you speak about people, it's really true. So just thinking back, based on the many years you've been with Percepta and the success you've had throughout your career, how would you define success within the organization or just in general?
Well, I think as a company, we have a number of metrics: client satisfaction, NPS scores. When I think closer to home, all of my teams are very rooted in metrics. And so on the talent acquisition side, it's around applicant experience. We survey every single person that we hire and want to find out how things went for them. We're also very aware of whether or not we're hitting our targets, whether it's a fill time or the number of people needed for a new class. So very rooted in that on the TA side. On the OD side, we're very much concerned with our employee surveys that we send out on a trimester basis. And we measure engagement and engagement drivers, and those are all part of our scorecards. And then finally, communications. We're part of that engagement. We measure connection and things like that, but we're also very interested in how we're perceived in the marketplace. And so Glassdoor, Indeed, in the future, more comparably, what are our scores? How can we be a responsive employer? How can we get our scores up? So those are the metrics that are on my scorecard, and that I'm very aware of every day.
Yeah, and that really just resonates, and it really talks to the fact that, like you said, we are a people organization, and that's what we're striving to do, even with those metrics in place. So, now everybody that's watching, we want to be able to kind of help promote some things that are happening within Percepta and get you guys excited about maybe even coming to work here potentially. And this is very unique because Neely has TA as part of her day-to-day job. It's one of the main things that she's oversees. So Neely, tell us about a couple of hot promotional jobs that you have maybe going on, not necessarily within our group, but within the organization as a whole that you want to talk about. And then those ones that she's going to mention, everybody, we're going to link them down below in this so that you can easily access them after she talks about them.
Awesome. Well, I think we have a lot of really awesome opportunities. The ones that are on the top of my mind are the ones that maybe I'm really involved in this week. So I think one of the awesome opportunities we have available is for a senior SharePoint admin. We're transitioning from our old SharePoint to new SharePoint. There's tons of creative opportunity with design, functionality. And so this would be an awesome opportunity for an entrepreneurial sort of SharePoint designer to join Percepta. The opportunity that's going on right now is we have a new sales program at Percepta. It's going to be launching in the United States and in Athens, Greece, which is very cool. And we are looking for a sales manager. That's unique because Percepta hasn't traditionally done a lot of sales. So this is a great opportunity for somebody to join a company, watch that area of our business grow. And with that comes more opportunities. And then there's a hybrid role that's part of this new program, which is sort of a person who really likes sales and management, but also has the ability to train. So that's a sales development coach. And both of those positions are listed in Greece and in Melbourne, Florida. So those are 3 cool opportunities for people at Percepta. And I would recommend people check out our career site for other opportunities as well.
Yeah, and just to piggyback on that, I mean, we are growing. I mean, it's very evident here in just those 3 little rows that you talked about. Those are new things that are really fun and exciting and going to be making a big impact on our business. So thank you, Neely, for coming on today and doing this with us. We're really excited to be doing this new leadership series. For everybody that's watching, Meredith and I will be here. This is going to be a bi-monthly thing. So twice a month, we're going to be on here bringing leadership forward, talking about the things that's happening, very similar to what we did today, and looking forward to bringing you guys more great content around our leaders and the things that we're doing, and watch Percepta grow because we have a lot coming. So thanks everybody for watching today. Thank you guys for joining, and have a great weekend, everybody.
Bye.